All right, so when you're getting a mortgage, it's definitely important to shop around because mortgage rates can vary a lot from lender to lender, but you definitely want to make sure you watch this video till the end because there's 3 big mistakes that you can make when shopping for a mortgage that could cost you thousands. All right, so the first thing you want to make sure you do when you're shopping for a mortgage is talk to reputable lenders. There's a lot of different kind of lenders out there, and just because someone's telling you that they have the lowest rate doesn't always mean it's true. So a lot of times you'll have a company like a big bank that offers these great rates online, but then they can't close you on time and you lose the house. And there's definitely 3 kinds of lenders that you want to avoid. Now the first is big banks. A lot of time big banks will advertise great rates, but they have people that haven't been working in the business very long, and you're kind of just a number to them. So there's a good chance you might not even close on time or have appraisal issues, and then you wouldn't even get the house and you'd lose all your earnest money. Another lender to avoid are just online companies. So yeah, online companies, they can post whatever they want, but you don't know who's actually working at the company. I mean, think about it. You might have some guy that's working out of his basement, and you're sending him all your financial information, your social security number and everything. And so he might be just offering a rate that you don't even end up with, or he does a bait and switch at the end, which the rate looks too good to be true. It probably is. So when it really comes down to it, the kind of lender you want to work with is a local lender. You want someone that has a great reputation in the area that you're buying, that all their other agents know, and that way they can be held accountable and make sure that what they tell you up front is actually true. So the next thing you want to look at when you're shopping for a rate are what are the closing costs and the fees. This can vary quite a bit from lender to lender, so you want to make sure that just because their rate's low doesn't mean they're charging you a lot to get there. And the first way they do this is through points. So you hear points called like an origination fee or discount points or just points, and this is essentially extra money that you pay for a lower rate. Now, while there can be a lot of times that it's actually good to buy the rate down, you definitely want to look at the whole scenario and make sense and do a thorough analysis to find the best rate points option for you. Another trick out there to show a lower rate is what's called a temporary buy down. And you'll hear this called a 2-1 buy down or a 3-2-1 buy down. And what this is basically your rate will be lower for a short period of time until it gets to the higher rate. So let's say the rate today is 6% and you have a 2-1 buy down. The first year is at 4%, the second year is at 5%, and the third year is 6% on through the rest of the loan. Now, once again, this can be beneficial, but you're paying extra money to get these rate buy downs, so you definitely want to make sure that's something that's going to benefit you. And also, lenders use these temporary lower rates to make it look like you have a lower rate when the reality is you don't. And the third thing you want to check for is hidden fees and credits. A lot of times lenders will kind of bake fees in or hide them in one area, or they're going to add credits that aren't really true. So you want to make sure you read all the fine print and make sure what they're telling you is the truth. And last, the biggest thing you need to make sure is the rate they're advertising, can they actually lock the rate in? See, rates can vary from day to day until you lock that rate in. So a lender might say, hey, our rate's at 5% today, but if the market goes really bad, it might be at 5.5% the next day. And if they haven't locked it in, you're gonna get the higher rate. In the business, we call that a quote and float. You don't want them to quote it saying they're hoping that rates are gonna come down, but they never do, and you never get the actual rate that they're telling you. So definitely make sure that rate is locked in. And so when you're rate shopping, you definitely want to make sure you're looking for all these things. But just to go back to what I'm talking about, using a reputable lender, they're going to make sure that they're not pulling all these tricks and give you a fair deal and do a very comprehensive analysis to make sure you're getting the best option that fits your financial goals. So I hope this helps. And if you have any questions, definitely reach out to me and follow the channel for more mortgage information.